Plant FAQs, Coreopsis Zagreb. All about the Zagreb Coreopsis, a gardener's guide. I'm Ferb Vu, and I'm always on the lookout for vibrant, low-maintenance plants to add pops of color to my garden. The Zagreb Coreopsis definitely fits the bill. This cheerful perennial has become a favorite of mine, and I know it can be a great addition to your garden as well. In this article, I'll share everything I've learned about the Zagreb Coreopsis, from its sunshine-wide blooms to its easygoing care requirements. What is Zagreb Coreopsis? The Zagreb Coreopsis, Coreopsis verticillata Zagreb, is a perennial that boasts bright golden yellow, daisy-like flowers. It's a member of the Asteraceae family, which includes other popular garden picks like daisies and sunflowers. This particular variety is known for its compact and bushy form, reaching up to 15 inches tall. The ferny, thread-like foliage adds a light and airy feel, making it a perfect companion for bolder plants in the garden. But the true stars of the show are the flowers. They bloom continuously throughout the summer, starting from early July and lasting all the way until fall. They're not just beautiful, they're also attractive to pollinators like butterflies and bees, buzzing with life throughout the season. Coreopsis Zagreb versus Moonbeam. Between Coreopsis Zagreb and Moonbeam, I find Zagreb's vibrant golden yellow flowers really pop in my garden, adding a burst of color that stands out even from a distance. Moonbeam, on the other hand, has a softer, more delicate look with its pale yellow blooms that create a soothing contrast against darker foliage. Both bring their own charm, but Zagreb's boldness has won me over for creating focal points in flower beds. What color is Zagreb Coreopsis? As I mentioned before, the Zagreb Coreopsis blooms in a bright, golden yellow color. It's a cheerful hue that instantly brightens up any garden bed. There are other threadleaf Coreopsis varieties available, but Zagreb boasts a deeper yellow than some, like Moonbeam, making it a standout choice. How to care for Zagreb Coreopsis? The Zagreb Coreopsis is a real trooper when it comes to care. Here's what you need to know to keep yours thriving. Sunlight. This little sunshine lover prefers full sun but can tolerate partial shade, especially in hotter climates. Soil. Well-drained soil is key. Coreopsis doesn't like to sit in soggy conditions. Amending your soil with sand or compost can help with drainage if needed. Watering. Zagreb Coreopsis is fairly drought-tolerant once established. Regular watering is needed during the first growing season, but after that, you can let nature take its course. Rainfall should be sufficient, and you'll only need to water during extended dry periods. Fertilizing. While not essential, a light feeding in early spring with a balanced fertilizer can give your Zagreb Coreopsis a boost. How to deadhead Zagreb Coreopsis? Deadheading simply means removing spent flowers to encourage further blooming. With Zagreb Coreopsis, it's a pretty simple process. Just pinch off the flower heads at the base of the stem after the blooms fade. This will not only keep your plant looking neat, but also signal the plant to produce more flowers. How to prune Coreopsis Zagreb? Pruning isn't strictly necessary for Zagreb Coreopsis, but it can be beneficial in a couple of ways. If your plant gets leggy or overgrown in late summer, you can cut it back by about a third. This will encourage bushier growth and may even trigger a secondary flush of blooms. In colder climates, you can also prune the plant back in late fall or early spring to remove any dead or damaged stems. Can Zagreb Coreopsis reseed? Yes, Zagreb Coreopsis can readily reseed, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your garden plans. If you want to spread the sunshine in your garden, allowing some seedlings to establish can be a great way to achieve that. However, be aware that Coreopsis can become quite prolific. If you don't want them popping up everywhere, you'll need to deadhead the flowers before they go to seed. Can Zagreb Coreopsis be split? Absolutely. Dividing your Zagreb Coreopsis is a great way to propagate new plants. The best time to do this is in early spring before new growth appears. Simply dig up the mature plant and carefully use a sharp knife or spade to divide it into sections, each with healthy roots and shoots. Replant the divisions in your desired locations and water them well. What to plant with Zagreb Coreopsis? The bright yellow blooms of Zagreb Coreopsis pair beautifully with a variety of other plants. Here are a few ideas for your garden. Perennials: purple coneflower, Echinacea purpurea, Russian sage, Perovskia atriplycifolia, blue vervain, Verbena hostata, and lavender, Lavandula angustifolia. all create a stunning contrast with the Zagreb Coreopsis yellow flowers. Grasses. Ornamental grasses like feather reed grass, Calamagrostis acuarticulata, or maiden grass, Miscanthus sinensis, add a textural element and sway gently in the breeze, complementing the Zagreb Coreopsis upright form. Annuals. For a burst of additional color, consider planting annuals like blue lobelia, Lobelia erinus, red salvia, Salvia splendens, or white alyssum, Lobularia marittima, alongside your Zagreb Coreopsis. These annuals will fill in any gaps and create a vibrant and dynamic display throughout the season. With its easygoing nature, cheerful blooms, and long bloom time, the Zagreb Coreopsis is a fantastic addition to any garden. So why not give it a try? You might just find yourself as charmed by this little sunshine maker as I am.